How do I wash my clothes? Oh, ate too much.
With a bit of luck, that decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after.
Leap and save.
That'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
It's 6 a.m. How long I set it to?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Oh.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oh my. Okay, so what do we want here? Looks like an intrepid hero legend is the first step to be. Your charisma is higher than 20. Your armor will be considered 15 higher. Ooh. It changes your reputation, good or bad, spread more widely across the land and among different groups of people. Okay. After killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery. If you lose reputation, the reputation drop would be less. If you gain reputation, increase would be 10% higher. We'll take that one. It's good to take it now than later. And eventually this will be useful. Not right now. Eventually. If the require ability for all weapons be too low, agility required for all weaponry lowered by 2. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon required, you'll find it more difficult to fight with. But you have a higher agility, that stamina consumption will be dropped. This perk will reach state sooner. With this perk, that's okay. All damage reduced. Easy. Beach. Here we go. When selling weapon, armor, or clothing in the near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain 10% more money. But get +4 speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. You buy and sell potions, herbs, and books at alchemy-related items. 10% better price. You sell and buy weapons at 10% better price. Easier to sell stolen good. If you succeed in doing so, you'll gain some stealth and thievery experience. Ooh. Get a bonus of +2 skill checks. You'll get twice the amount of experience. Get a bonus of +2 to skill checks. Yes. And easier to sell stolen goods. Yes. And this is just better overall. Take that as well. Wow. Okay. Alchemy 3. Raw food and herbs you have in inventory spoil slower. They don't spoil. Not with the cheats I'm using. So that's useless. While brewing, your energy will slowly replenish and your nourishment will not decrease. Don't need that either. You can sell potions you brew for 30% more. That's pretty good. The brewing process will be more tolerant of minor errors, making it easier to achieve better quality potions. That's good. Every time you successfully brew a potion, you get 1 extra potion of the same quality. That's really good. You can poison more arrows from a single dose of poison, and it'll last longer on weapons for more hits. For each or alcohol effects you have at the time, your vitality is increased. Okay. So I'm going to take Scarlet Manor, get 1 extra potion. That's really good. Sell potions for more, at least the ones I brew. Let's go with poison. Craftsmanship. If you sharpen your weapon on a grindstone, the condition 80 higher, the bonus gain effect increases slashing damage. Right, this effect will remain active as long as the weapon conditions stay above 75%. That's insane. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, the sprinting will cost less stamina and you run longer and go further. I have a limited stamina, so that's useless. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armorer's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item quality level drop. Let's grab that one. I don't know if this works because I can't repair my own armor. The reason for that is because they are unlimited. So yeah. Okay. If you were meant to get a hangover while sleeping, now you won't. Plus, when you're drunk, all beds are 10% more comfortable. Sleep like a king. Under the influence of alcohol, you'll be less likely to be injured by falling from a height because of your patron saint of drinkers as a protective hand over you. Amazingly, when drunk, you make 20% less noise when moving indoors. Okay? The more drunk you are, the higher chance of you not wasting your badge when you use it. I'm gonna go with nightcap and I'm gonna go with barefoot. Horsemanship. Melee attacks on horseback will cost less stamina. And the better one is okay. Repair with cobbler kit. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have one bonus to sleeper skill when you pickpocket. Well, that's pretty good. If you use quick start, left shift, your horse will briefly run faster than the wind. The effect lasts. Oh, that's pretty good. Your horse will consume stamina 5% slower when galloping. I should have unlimited horse stamina as well. When riding off, okay, we don't need any of that. Let's go with night training. Freeing your horse frightens your enemies much more than before when riding off. Let's get head start and saddler. Houndmaster. Mutt will defend you in battle and even attack enemy. Command. You can command Mutt to hunt and send him after wild game. You'll find that he's a great help. You can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or hunted game. And to do this, select the free command. He'll alert you by barking if he finds something. Let's go with this one. Search is probably better. Scholarship. The buff from sitting has increased for effect 50%, so you can study faster. Ooh. You will improve faster in Houndmaster and Horsemanship skill because all experience gain will be 20% higher. Craftsmanship and Thievery skill. Ooh, Alchemy. As long as you remain still, your energy and nourishment will reduce much more slowly. You are able to recognize difficulty skill checks, but not the chance to succeed. You will have to decide that for yourself whether or not a risk. The effect of your reputation isn't into account when playing difficulty. Yep. 100%. That's really useful information. Let's get this one and survival and alchemy. Okay. Take down. You make less noise when moving in bushes. If an opponent defend against your attempt to stun or stealth kill them, they will suffer penalty. Yes, this will make it easier to defeat them conventional. Yeah, Bushman. Survival. You can sell herb, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Okay, I mean, that's hard to say no to. The quality of beds increase the higher your survival skill, but most of this perk will improve the quality of bed by 50%. On higher quality beds, the perk will have no effect. Okay, we don't really need that then. If you have more than 30 fresh or dried herbs not spoiled in your inventory, your charisma counts 20% more. Easy. If you cook, dry, or smoke unspoiled ingredients after processing it, you have 100% condition. It does not apply to herbs as they always have 100% drying regardless of the perk. That should be fine as well. Okay. Sell herbs and hides and for double the price. Yes. Warfare. Evade, faint, perfect block, and repose. Okay. If you're wearing helmet, blows to the head cost less damage. Blocks will cost you less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down slower by blocking. Don't care. Head protection. Thank you. Swords. If you successfully wound an opponent by strike to an uncovered zone, i.e. a zone your opponent isn't blocking, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attack. That's pretty good. With fully charged sword attack, your sword fightings count 3 higher. So your attack will not only be stronger, but it'll harder to parry. After performing a sword combo or master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina. Nope. After successfully comboing, significantly reduce your opponent's agility and strength, making it harder for them to fight and easier for you to defeat them. Yes. Alright. Yeah. So that as well. Unarmed combat. After the first strike in combat, subsequent unarmed costs less stamina. It will be 10% stronger. This effect lasts 30 seconds. Its perks also activate after performing a stealth takedown. If you fight unarmed against an opponent with a weapon, your unarmed combat skill is 5 points higher. Ooh. Your attacks made during a clinch will deal 10% more damage. When fighting unarmed, you'll gain 15% more experience in strength, agility, yes. And yes. So, right, left, right. No, left, right, left, and right, left, right. Yeah, it's basically right, left, right. It just alternate, whatever, you know, just alternate whatever. Left, right, okay. Charisma increased by 2, nice. Reputation. A lot of information. Okay. Did I earn more levels? Oh. Okay then. When collecting herbs, you have a chance to find additional herbs or small treasure. When collecting herbs, you'll also gain a small amount of spirit and strength skill. You also get fur trophy collected game from meat and offal from killed games. Bounty of the Wild.
Look who's finally up!
Henry!
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, thank
Bozhena,
you.
I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Zheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Zheleov is Takhov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Zheleov and Takhov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Zheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskowitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaromir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah. All right. I won't pry.
Take care.
Good day to you.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, We buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out, but I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semon's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Truskovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. Take care then.
Thank you.
What are you waiting for? Have you something more important to do than our bike?
Did I not get the herb? Do I need to read it? Oh, I need to read it. I have 29. Oh no, I can make 20. Okay. I was like, excuse me? A nettle and belladonna. Oh. We leveled up. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna take this. More XP is just gonna be better overall if you take it early.
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trosky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news and to do it quickly. Let's go!
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Aww. Bro, this is like the nicest old lady ever. He even gives us money. Ooh, intro cutscene. All right. Bro. First of all, why are you not walking on a road? Wouldn't that be easier? Okay, now you're walking on a road. Where's the sack? Do you use it already? All right, chill yourself. This game is fantastic so far. I love it. Music is great.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Of the entire countryside and buy a better outfit so that they let you in. I agree. Let's do that.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
It's loading. It's taking a bit. Hey, this is longer than a bit. Taking.
The fuck
there you
was
go.
all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle. So they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Hmm.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And
Easy.
And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas.
Okay.
Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajena's. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Hey, at least she's nice.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I've heard that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Doesn't half taste good.
Okay.
Nicely settled.
Oh?
Cold.
What was that? Poor Captain.
It's very ugly.
Jesus Christ. Lord von Burghoff is beside himself. Allow his soul.
That didn't clean my clothes. Yeah, no.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then.
Is there quick save?
I'll be right.
Setting. Roll. Nope. Fine. Quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save. No.
Once you got through the first one, you knock 'em back like it's nectar.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know you from?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Interesting. Easy.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Burghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Burghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Yeah, why are you grabbing people, bro? Don't grab people.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you still got it.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
True.
It ain't what it used to be.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to
I
do?
mean, she gave us
Over
food.
there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So
Put them
do
on
it
the planks.
properly.
Got it.
2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right.
All right. We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. Rat tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men-at-arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Freaking assassin.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
True.
But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Saved. Nice. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for now. I can't believe it just exits the game like that. Usually it just put me the main menu. But I will be back later today for, obviously, more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Goodbye.